Hello world! Patricia O'Connor and Frida, Reba, Darcy here, and this is, oh golly. According to YouTube, we just recently, I mentioned this, we just recently hit our 1,000 subscribers. So YouTube is all about a look back and all this kind of stuff. And while doing that, I was kind of noticing we actually started this October 2020. It wasn't the big soiree you see now, but in October 2020, I was probably doing one video about bonsai trees about every other month. And if you've ever thought about being a YouTube creator or a Twitch content creator or something like that, and you've kicked it around, the one piece of advice that I got early on that worked for me was somebody said, actually I Googled it. I mean, I went to YouTube and said how to start YouTube videos. And the advice I got that I thought was really good was, whatever reason, I mean, the reason you're here is because you would think you would like to do this. And whatever reason that you are telling yourself no, whatever reason you have for not getting started, I just want you to, those might be valid, they might not, but for now, let's lay those to the side and pick up. Don't worry about if you've got the right piece of gear. Don't worry about if you've got the right haircut or, you know, this or that or whatever you have. Just lay that aside, valid, not valid, just lay that to the side for a minute and pick up your phone or your camera and do 25 videos. And don't worry about it. You're not going to be so hyper in public eye. Your first 25 videos, those videos you do, you will be in public about as much as if you walked your dog. I mean, that's probably some, you know, proportional amount of actual exposure to people. You know, it's not like you're doing this in front of a cast of millions, unless you already have a cast of millions, and then somebody's going to be wanting to do your makeup and edit and do all this other kind of. So sure, that's nothing to worry about. Anyway, do 25 videos and come back and see me on your 26th video. And so you shoot 25 poorly made videos, and then you go check back in before you do your 26th video, and your instructor says, okay, you've just done 25 videos. You are now a YouTube creator. In this case, it was YouTube creator with 25 videos under your belt. Here's what I would like for you to do. Go delete those first 25 videos. If you looked at the first one, you looked at the last one, you would see that your delivery will have improved so much from first to last. Those are some of the largest gains as far as learning curve that you will probably have. And delete those and start anew. And now you're secure in the knowledge that you are now a YouTube creator. And that was kind of how we got started. We are at 685, and we deleted 25 videos twice. Once because I followed the directions and deleted my first 25 videos. That's probably good. And a second time because I didn't get it through my head about copyright infringement. And we were so small that I wasn't really getting in trouble over copyright infringement, but I started kind of going, you know, at some point we may look at having enough subscribers to where if we have to go back and get rid of large chunks of our content because we don't have copyrightable material in it, or we do have copywritten material in it, then that could be bad. So, you know, there for a minute, it seemed logical to get rid of, just dump some stuff that might have been, that could cause me problems later on. But those two lessons learned, I never felt any pressure to go back and start heavily editing anything. What we do is kind of a run and gun style. I'm trying to be more steady with my stuff and not move around as much. I don't put my finger in the lens as much as I used to. A little bit of equipment helped with that too, to some extent. But yeah, 685 videos, and this coming in 2025, January 2025, in this October, we will have been doing this 5 years. And in that 5 years, it has been my absolute joy to bring the lessons that I am learning about bonsai and to share them. I'm not here with somebody who has been to Japan. I haven't been trained by numerous schools, although I am and will always be a bonsai student. I basically try to share the things that I'm picking up on either a couple of years ago or as I pick them up. If I find out some big, hot, juicy piece of info or method, then I'm all for validating and then sharing that. So yeah, today is a beautiful day in Alameda, and with what my weather here is, it's very temperate. So, for instance, some of what we do here are not necessarily what you would do where you live. This is January 8th. It's 70 degrees and very sunny. Right now, a lot of the country is getting pillaged. I mean, people have snow and stuff. And those guys probably wouldn't be putting out fresh fertilizer for their trees. We just did that today because our temperatures are so temperate that it opens up some windows for us when it comes to timing, where it stretches out our fall season so that any fall work we can do our fall work right on to spring. But it also cuts us out in other ways. We have things that may not always properly overwinter, and there are methods to growing something when we're concerned about overwintering. So this thing would normally be so dormant, this ponderosa, for instance, that it wouldn't typically be fertilized right now. And you hear a lot of bonsai growers say, yeah, I don't fertilize my trees in the winter, and that got me to thinking I should probably mention that more often, that I do fertilize in the winter, because the main reason is I don't really get much of a winter. These guys will wake up and go to sleep and wake up, and their root mass will get really big, more so than if that root ball were frozen over, which is what you might expect for a lot of trees in a lot of places. On January 8th, Frida is the talent of this dog and pony show, and she is a single mom and rescued me. I got her at the Oakland Animal Rescue, and she was originally her name was Reba because of her red hair. I worked with Reba McIntyre and thought she was more of a Frida, and I got that idea because we were driving Lyft together at the time. She's a really good navigator. And in San Francisco, on the backside from us of San Francisco, is Frida Kahlo Parkway, I believe. And I was like, as soon as I hit that, I'm like, yeah, you're more of a Frida than a Reba, so you'll be Frida Reba. How about that? Hey. I would recommend people becoming creators and stuff, especially like, for instance, in bonsai. I get to cross paths with a lot more bonsai people this way by doing this. And in the last 4 years that we've been doing this, I've had quite a few of these trees for most of that time. Looking at you, cork, oak. And I can go back 4 or 5 years and see what this tree looked like. And it's a real eye-opener. If for no other reason, I would say videotape your garden and And then as you go back and look at it, or as somebody mentions something that I've shot a year or two ago, like those videos, I'm not deleting them. I've got 685 videos out there, and until further notice, those are just going to continue to be a part of our catalog. And this isn't time sensitive material. It's bonsai. So as long as our methods are correct, and until somebody teaches us otherwise, to know better is to do better, and until somebody says otherwise, our work that we have out there will speak for us and our methods and stuff. But it's really nice to be able to go back and look and see what we've done over the last couple of years, and how a tree is progressing, and how we're still here. Some of us have taken our lunch, but we've learned so much. And as artistic endeavors go, for me, it's a two-layered cake. I get a great deal of satisfaction, artistic satisfaction, from growing bonsai trees. I also get a great deal of horticulture satisfaction from growing bonsai trees, because I've always been a person who enjoyed growing things, and I've tended to lean towards things that I thought were beautiful, orchids, right? So then let's add to that a YouTube creator. Now, I don't take the word creation lightly, but I own the word and am entitled to it as much as somebody who actually works harder at it. To me, this is about enjoyment. If I wanted to do this for the money, frankly, I would probably not do bonsai videos. There's a lot of creators out there sharing their work, and they should. I get the same enjoyment they do, and I enjoy watching their videos. And that's all kind of part of it. But like I said, if I were out to make $1 million in the YouTube business, probably, would pick something maybe, I don't know, more controversial. Yeah, I would say that would be like me. If I were looking to get 1 million hits at this, I would find something where that mouth could actually bring us some stuff. This is a nice little look. This is a little nice look at our move forward. We're going into 2025. We're going to learn more about propagation roots this year, and we're going to propagate more pines. We may separate ourselves from a few of our small pines and see how that works out. I'm looking forward to doing more work on my literati, Japanese black pine, in the next couple, probably. And I'm looking forward to moving forward on our Ponderosa. This is a really exciting thing for me. It's exciting because I think from what I've learned about Ponderosas in my particular climate, I don't think I could have a Ponderosa and live in Florida. I don't think I could have a Ponderosa pine and live in Houston, Texas. Or, I don't think I could have a Ponderosa pine and live in Los Angeles. The bottom line is, do you get a freeze every year? Do you get at least 24 hours of frost every year? And if the answer is no, you probably don't live in a climate where Ponderosa scopularum would do anything but do fine for a couple of years and then run itself into the ground and die. To that end, we have done two things. One, we overwintered the tree last year, and two, before we got the tree back, we had some grafts. This year we didn't overwinter the tree, but our graft has already started, and we're going to, before now in spring, quite possibly, unless we have some logistical problems, we're going to have more grafts added to the tree and progress forward. But I also do feel like it's a race against time, because I've been told that these might not do well here, and I have lost one already. But it wasn't over one thing, it was over several. So I do believe that I do believe that the ponderosa is a species that for it to succeed and thrive in the coastal areas of California, which here are very, very temperate, that I would have to do what we're doing, either overwinter it to someplace colder. Also, I'm told it doesn't get hot enough here. During those trees' very, very brief growing season, they, at high elevations, can see some scorching temperatures. Even though their growth season is maybe just a few months, like 4 months or something, they're going to see some pretty high extremes then, and then they go into a winter, which is just absolutely, by my standard, brutal. So in lack of that, we'll make them sick and die. So to that end, we're grafting, and we had been overwintering, and we're just going to keep moving forward with that. I'm really excited about the future of styling this tree. I'm also looking forward to wiping my brow and going, whew, when I've got, like, say 3 active grafts on there. Then we can go into the spring and summer and maybe start cutting back some of the ponderosa, letting the shift lean into the Japanese black pine grafts or scions. We may even start practicing doing some grafting on our own for some of our own little ponderosas. But right now, I would like to make it into spring with these guys and see if we can replace some of our burned needles and bring everybody back to a state of health and vigor. I've also got a few nice little bonsai pots standing by, and more than a few little Japanese black pines. Some are twisted, some are not. Some need twisted more, and I'm just the gal for that. So 400 shows, 685 shows in, 1,000 subscribers, 4 years, and it has absolutely been our pleasure to do these shows, and I look forward to another dozen or so years of the Bonsai Balcony, and I appreciate you, and Frida appreciates you, and thank you all so much for watching. No, really, thank you all so much for watching.